Mpumalanga police have arrested another suspect in the Hillary Gardee murder case. Provincial police spokesperson Selvy Mohlala says the suspect was taken in for questioning on Sunday and was only arrested yesterday. The man is expected to appear before the Nelspruit Magistrates Court in Mbombela in Mpumalanga. Tumelo Machogo is following this story and is with Mr. Mohlala as we speak. What is Mr. Mohlala saying this morning, Tumelo?
Well, good morning, Desiree. We know that the fifth suspect was only arrested yesterday after being taken in for questioning on Sunday. He's expected to appear in the Nelspruit Magistrates Court just behind me this morning. We know that he's been charged with defeating the ends of justice. But let's get more details from Mr. Mohlala, Brigadier Mohlala. Brigadier, just talk to us about what do we know about this fifth suspect that has been arrested, and his nationality, and what more do we have about what kind of charges is he facing this morning?
Thank you very much. This suspect was actually taken for questioning on Sunday afternoon. Then subsequent to that, he was charged yesterday with regard to defeating the ends of justice, and as a Nigerian national, and he's in his mid-30s. Now we are linking him through the cell phone of the deceased, as well as her laptop. Though for now we cannot say they are in his possession, but then we could detect that he was in possession of those particular, or he utilized them immediately after the death of Miss Hillary Gardee.
And we know that there's a fourth suspect that was arrested on last week, Thursday, in Springs in Gauteng. Just talk to us about that fourth suspect. We know that he's expected to appear in court, but when is he expected to appear in court? And how is he linked also to the murder of Hillary Gardee?
That's correct, yes. The fourth suspect who was arrested in Springs in Kwatema last week on Thursday appeared in various courts. I think on Monday he appeared in Delmas Magistrate Court, where his case has been postponed to 22nd, that is next week, Monday. Then yesterday he appeared at Kanyamazana Magistrate Court on the charge of 2 counts of murder. The total counts of murder for him are 4. The first one is that one of Sundra, the one that he appeared at Delmas. Then 2 sisters who were killed in Kanyamazana, the one that he appeared at Kanyamazana yesterday. And then we also link him with this one of Mrs. Gardee, whom we expect that he might appear on Tuesday next week after he had appeared in Delmas again.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Brigadier Selvy Mohlala speaking to us about the fourth and the fifth suspect that one is expected to appear in court this morning, and the other one expected to appear in court next week, Tuesday. Desiree, but let's just give you an update of what has been happening with this case. You remember that the first suspect, Sipho Mkhatshwa, has been denied bail, and yesterday Philemon Lukele and Mduduzi Gama appeared in court yesterday on their bail hearing. Mduduzi Gama took to the stand in his plea to get bail and also asking for bail. He told the court that he was assaulted, suffocated, and electrocuted by police for hours. And he said when he didn't tell the police where the firearm is, and he said he was taken by the police also to go to Lukele's house. You remember that Mduduzi Gama, he's a security guard at Philemon Lukele's guest house. He said he was taken back there. He was kicked by police there again, also electrocuted and also suffocated, and also was pushed to the floor where he hit his head. He was bleeding, and says he still felt the pain on his head, on his body, and he said that the police never took him to a doctor, and he has not seen a doctor since then. And since he has since opened a case with IPET on this matter, saying that he was beaten up by police. He said that he was never even told about his right to have his lawyer present when he was being interrogated by police. And also mentioned that he doesn't know Hillary Gardee. He was never in town. He was never in Nelspruit on the 30th in Nelspruit in the CBD, but rather he was in the CBD on the 29th, the day before, and he only left the CBD around 11 o'clock. He went to see a lady, in one of the ladies that is selling vegetables on the side of the road, and he was there just hanging out with the lady, and he left about 11 o'clock in the morning. He said that he doesn't know Hillary Gardee, and he doesn't know, and he has never been to the area where Hillary Gardee's body was found, or even in Sabi, where the money was allegedly withdrawn from Hillary Gardee's bank account. So that's what he's been telling the court, that he has not been, that's why he needs bail. We saw his sister also coming to court asking for the court to actually grant him bail. The sister crying when he was detailing the torture that he went through with the police. The sister was crying throughout the court when he was busy on the stand detailing all those matters. But also his wife was also taken to the stand saying that he should be given bail, and also he would look after him. And the sister also, Sibongile Gama, also testifying that he should be given bail on this matter. Desiree.
Tumelo, the suspects have now increased to 5. With all the information that has come in, do we know if there's any link to the 5 suspects?
Well, Brigadier Mohlala is saying that the 5th suspect, the one who is facing defeating the ends of justice, that is expected to appear in court this morning, that one is being linked with the cell phone and also the laptop of Hillary Gardee. So they are linking him with the laptop, saying that he was in possession of the laptop. The 4th suspect that was arrested in Guatemala in Springs, that one has been linked. The police are telling us that he's been linked. He was seen in the vicinity, of where the body was found, and also where the money was withdrawn in Sabi, and also saying that he has already confessed to the police. We understand that he has confessed to the police allegedly, because some of the information we're getting from our sources inside the police itself, they're saying that apparently he has confessed to the matter. So that is linking him to the matter. But the suspect, the Nigerian national that is expected to appear this morning, that one has only been linked with the cell phone and the laptop of Hillary Gardee. But the police are telling us that more arrests are imminent, and even more.
In fact, you're answering my next question.
The police are saying that more arrests are imminent, and saying that the police are saying that the police are saying that more arrests are imminent, and also the 5th suspect that is appearing this morning, they could add more charges to him. So and also the suspect that also was arrested on last week Thursday, that is appearing only next week Tuesday, that also him, more charges could be added on his on the charge sheet that will be presenting to the court next week Tuesday.
I suppose the question I was asking is if there is any connection between the 5 suspects. Do they know one another, or are they all separated?
Well, it's just that the police now has just moved away. I would have asked him that question, but we're not sure if all these suspects know each other. We know that the Lukele and Gama, they work together, because Lukele owns a guest house where allegedly there was blood stain that was found at his house, at his guest house, and also in the car, and also one of his techies, Lukele's techies, was also found with blood. But we know that he and Gama, they work together, because Gama works for him as a security guard at his guest house. So we know there's a link there between the two of them, because they work together. They also live in that area of Belladonna, and he works for him. But we're not sure if the Nigerian national that is expected to appear today, if he has a link with the other 3 suspects and other 4 suspects. You remember the other suspect, the 4th suspect that was arrested, he was also charged with the murder of the 2 sisters that were only murdered 3 weeks after Hillary Gardee was murdered in Kanyamazan. So he has been charged with that murder of the 2 sisters in Kanyamazan, the Mazibuku sisters in Kanyamazan. One of them is actually a police officer, and also. But after that, the police did release his name and release his pictures, calling for anyone with information to come and to help them to arrest that suspect when the 2 sisters were killed in Kanyamazane. And but now he was only found that he was arrested only in Springs in Guatemala in Gauteng. So we're not sure the link between all of them. If there are all of them, they know each other and they are linked together with this matter. But that is the information that we don't know as far.
Tumelo, thank you so much for setting the scene for today's proceedings for us. Of course, it's a story we'll continue to watch.